Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold.
Yo, it's Classic with Classic Code Sports. Yeah, the best reaction, review, and prediction channel on the tube, man. You know what's going on. We ain't gonna waste no time. We got a reaction video. Shakur Stevenson interviewing with YSM Sports. Shout out Shakur. Shout out YSM Sports. He doing a response video to Boots' fight over Stanionis this past weekend. So I'm gonna go tap in and join the commentary, let y'all know what I think of Shakur's take on the fight, and offer a bit of my own as well. We just jump in and we join conversations. We go over the commentary, and we always gonna try our best to be objective, man. No man fans on this side. So without further ado, we ain't gonna waste too much time. Let's roll. YSM, what we doing?
Last question. Guy you grew up with, Jaron, Ennis, 6th-round TKO, man of Stanionis. How are you feeling overall about the performance?
I thought it was an amazing performance. I thought he said something about watching Gotti versus Floyd in the same arena, and that was the kind of Gotti-like Floyd performance that I came here to see. I thought that was Boots at his best. He was having fun. He was sharp. People complain about him getting hit, but the only punch I really seen him get hit with was the jab tonight. So, truthfully, I thought his defense was really good, and it was a great performance.
When did you know that he was going to stop a man of Stanionis?
I knew probably around like the second round. I seen that the guy was in the high guard, and Boots' shots come like 100 miles per hour. So, with that speed, with that power, it was going to be hard for him to stand tall the entire time for the fight.
I noticed.
I agree with Shakur so far in regards to Stanionis stylistically. Whenever you fighting somebody like Boots that fights very athletic and that's more like of a 70-30 offense-defense type guy, like meaning that he's very much offensive-minded, you know, not saying 70-30, not saying that he's defensively irresponsible. I'm saying as far as his temperament as a fighter, he's an offensive-minded fighter with defensive principles. So with that being said, if you're going to be in the high guard, he a little bit too, or actually very much too athletic for you to kind of just wall up and try to like catch everything. You're going to have to do some slipping, some moving in and out of range, some smothering, stuff like that. Like he said, if dude throwing fastballs, Boots throw a lot of fastballs. So if dude throwing straight heat like that all night, you're not trying to like make contact with that all the time. As a fighter, you know, when you catch shit, you still feel it. You know what I mean? Still hitting and making contact with your body. So the more that you can cut down with your athleticism, with your footwork, with your craft, again, smothering works too to take some edge off some of them shots. You know, with that being done, you can survive 12 like a Karen did and stuff like that. But with Stanionis, he was in there being too much of a sponge. And by being a sponge, I mean he was absorbing too much work. You understand what I'm saying? So I agree with Shakur on that piece.
You, a guy, Jaron Ennis, Terrence Crawford, y'all get a lot of criticism, even in stoppage wins or dominant wins.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of mindset does that put you in, like, going into the next fight?
I mean, honestly, it comes with greatness. When you watch Steph Curry, LeBron, Tom Brady, some nights they call them bad, and then the nights that they do good, they the greatest that they ever seen. So it comes with the game, just like what Terrence Crawford, when he fought Earl Spence, he was just all the way up here, and then when he fought Majramov, a lot of people kind of downplayed the performance. So you just gotta keep winning. All that matters is coming out victorious at the end of the day and trying to put on the show, trying to go out there.
That's not all that matters. I agree though that you want to keep winning. Nobody wants to lose, period. That's just what it is, period. But I can say I've seen fighters that represent themselves very well in a loss and their career still take a step up after a loss because of how they represented themselves. Generally, that's when you on the B side. I agree with Shakur in regards to like on the A side. You know, you just want to keep winning to stay on the A side, right? But if you represent yourself well and take a loss in an amazing fight, let's say you have a fight of the year, but you put on a hell of a performance and lose on a super razor sharp split or majority decision or whatever the case may be or something like that, to the point where you and that guy even got to run that joint back, whoever it is, right? That guy just took some steps up and you ain't take no steps down for sure. You probably took a step up for entertainment value. You know what I'm saying? So there is a such thing in boxing as a bad win, and there is a such thing as a good loss for business. That's what it is.
They put on shows for the fan. That's what they try to do. So you got to respect them guys.
Who do you want to see Boots in the ring with next?
I like Boots versus Virgil Ortiz. I think that's the big fight. That's the money fight right there. So I like Boots versus Virgil Ortiz. I don't like him versus anybody at 47. I think he's too dominant.
Hey, let me lock in real quick. Great interview. So look, I'll say I like Boots versus Virgil too, and I like it for a couple of reasons. Stylistically, I feel like it's still an easy night for Boots. Again, with the way that Boots fight, if you're the type of person that's just really more so like of a bulldozer, like Virgil just want to come forward. He got some wrinkles on his offense and stuff like that, but he's there to be hit and hit real hard. Like he gets caught. You know, he likes to commit to his work, you know, so if you can make him miss, you can make him pay in a devastating way. We know he's been dropped. He's shown some durability, but Wars take some shit off of you too. And we know that fight with Boachuk, that was a monstrous fight. We ain't going to act like they ain't take nothing off of him. And to be honest with you, I think Virgil lost that fight. So I think it's an easy night for Boots. But yeah, money-wise, it's definitely a great fight. I just really would love to see that fight because I want Boots to move up and weight. I know Boots keeps saying that he made weight comfortably this time and that he don't know what people talking about and all that. And that sound good and everything. But I just see how Boots look in between fights, man. The dude is not like a small guy at all. Like he's not a small guy at all. So, and then he's skillful. So there's no need to, even if you can make 147, what's the point? Like there's no need to. And you already a unified champion, your money up, your resume up, and now your name getting up. All that's missing is a marquee fight. Marquee. So Virgil Ortiz is a great name. And that's why I agree with Shakur on that. But I also agree because I feel like the weight is a good thing. Only Boots know how he feel. I ain't finna act like I'm walking in his shoes, but I just know from a person that, you know, trains and stuff like that. If you ain't got to cut an extra 7 pounds, why do it? You feel me? And you're going to make probably the most you ever made in your entire career, and you could pick up a belt. So it's like, it's all wins. All pros, no cons. But we off this one and we on to the next thing. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Whether you agree or disagree, fill in some comments. Let's have a conversation, man, so we can crack the codes. You know what I mean? And make sure y'all don't do, if y'all don't do nothing else, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and that harden the flow. They don't